friends, it's Amy from the Wood County District Public Library Children's Place. This week's STEM video is coming to you from my jet, and it is about engineering with boxes. Miss Maria earlier this week read Box-a-Text about the little girl who loves building and engineering and creating with boxes, and she made all kinds of incredible stuff. So this week's Take It Make It will be creating something with a box. We have this size box, so we thought that this would be a great Take It Make It for you this week. And it would be fun, since we're all on the computer these days, to make your own. You can make your own computer or TV, whatever kind of screen you want. You'll get supplies when you come into the Children's Place of a box and some paper and a keyboard, so you could make a laptop or a computer to play with at home. And on your paper you could make some backgrounds for your own show, like this. This is my show, Good Morning Bowling Green with Amy Raymond, and you could just do voices. Or here's a background of some spring trees. We could pretend it's warmer and create a show, or a Zoom with some trees. Now I'll show you how to make your screen like this. You're going to take your box and you're going to open up both sides. One side will be taped closed. So a grown-up needs to take some scissors and cut apart the tape. That will make your box open up on both sides. Now to make a screen like this, I just cut the flaps on one side halfway. So I would cut this flap halfway, this one halfway across, and the same on the other two. That makes your screen like this. And you can keep these closed with tape. Maybe you have some cool duct tape. Maybe you want to cover it with paper. You could glue them closed, whatever you want. And the back you could leave open to make yourself in your show, or you could close it, or just not even undo the tape, and then you could use your backgrounds. And you could put puppets in there, different kinds of drawings, whatever you want. Make it your own. It's super fun. You don't even have to make a screen if you don't want to, but we'll give you the supplies so you can choose. And we also have a few caps and knobs to make. When I was growing up, everything had a knob to turn on and off and different channels. Now everything is a button. So you can choose your design. That's part of the fun. That's part of the art of this, being creative. Now, creating with boxes is very STEM. Remember, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. So the science of Box-a-Text is thinking about your building material. What kind of material are you going to use to create? This little girl did boxes, but some other people in her school used pasta, they used paper, they used blocks, all kinds of stuff. And so could you. You have to think about the science of where you are going to put your creation. You don't want to make a paper boat and put it in the water. It's not going to last very long. You need something that will keep longer in water, right? And then you also have to think about what it's going to be used for. If I want to drag this through the yard, it might last a little while, but if it's moving, if it's scraping against stuff, it's going to start to fall apart. So I need to think about how I'm going to use it, because if I just want it to sit on my carpet, it could last quite a while if I'm careful. Technology is used all the time. We created technology, right? If we're making a laptop or a screen, that's technology. But also technology is involved in creating materials. And when people build anything, they typically will use some technology to figure out the building, to figure out the design, what tools to use. That's part of engineering also. Engineering is designing and building. We did that from start to finish with our boxes. And then math, we've had to use a lot of math. I had to think about how many supplies we might need. I had to measure what was a good size for my screen. Measuring strength is math. How much can it hold? How long will it last? And shapes are math. And even creating boxes, box engineers had to figure out what kind of shape to use in their creation of this box. They figured out that these triangles, like this, make a very strong material. So they're in here, inside these flat pieces, are little triangles because it makes this box strong. Still bendable, but stronger than just paper. And then we also have some books for you to pick up while you're in here if you like. Some fun picture books about boxes and Boxatex, but also these kinds of books that talk about more STEM type things, like this, like I talked about the shapes that are thought about in creating, and designs, bridges and tunnels, buildings, toys, boxes, all kinds of things require a lot of STEM thought. Here's another about building. This one talks about making things strong. Here's a picture of using shapes in different ways. They made columns. And you can think about all these things in your Boxatec design. There's all kinds of shapes of boxes and all kinds of strengths. So you could try out different things. Maybe you make a stand for your computer. Maybe you make something totally different. That's okay. We want you to be creative. When I cut this box apart, I had to be careful because if I cut too much of my flaps off to make my screen, my box started to tip. And so I realized I could only cut one side, and I had to leave the other side full, and I had to let them rest on each other so that my box didn't fall over. And you'll figure out all those things too. So please stop in this week and this weekend for a Boxatec Take It, Make It. We can give you all your supplies and talk about what you'd like to make. We'd love to see your designs. Maybe take a picture for us or come and tell us, make a drawing of it. And remember that story times, if you missed Miss Maria's Boxatec story, it's on Facebook. It's on wcdpl.org in the Children's Play section. And we have our own YouTube page. So you could go to the Wood County District Public Library on YouTube and watch this video, but also tons of other story times and other STEM videos. Lots of fun. So catch up on those and come in to see us and stay warm. Bye.